9-point harness. Grandpa, get your ID. Shortly, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime.
You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast. On this episode, results from last night and get you the points and set up lineups for tonight's action. There was some drama before last night's racing program, as it was announced earlier in the day Scott Boguski was DQ'd from the whole 360 Nationals for having a legal head. Well, Scott is appealing the decision. Don't know the official word if he gets the race tonight or not. But any breaking news on it, we'll have it on our Twitter page. Anyways, the on-track racing program happened. We'll start with qualifying. Quick time was the 39 Emma Justin Sanders at 16.649. Second was the 55 of the Madman Kerry Matson at a 16.681. Third was the two Lynn Jeffrey at a 16.753. Fourth was the 2C of Wayne Johnson at a 16.969. Fifth was the 3P of Sawyer Phillips at a 16.779. Sixth was the 24W of Garrett Williamson at a 16.785. Seventh, the 5M McCollum Moyle at a 16.787. Eighth was Brian Brown in the 21 at a 16.816. Ninth was the 24 Terry McCarl at a 16.823. 10th was the 4 Cam Martin at a 16.836. 11th was the 42 Cy Lynch at a 16.840. 12th was the 40 Clint Gardner at a 16.878. 13th, the 9P of Parker Price Miller at 16.897. 14th was 26 Zeb Wise at a 16.911. 15th was the 5 of Darren Pippin at a 16.933. 16th was the 9G of Ryan Giles at a 16.933. 17th, the 21X or 21H of Brady Bacon at 16.970. 18th was a 7BC of Anthony Macri at 16.980. 19th, 24T Christopher Throm at 17.02. 20th was Shane Goldbick in the 17W at 17.043. 21st was the 2M of Davey Heskin at 17.099. 22nd, the 83 Junior of Sam Henderson at 17.103. 23rd was the 27 of Carson McCarl at 17.130. 24th, the 15 of Ryan Turner at a 17.132. 25th, the 11N of Harley White at 17.138. 26th, the 19 of Casey Kane at 17.159. 27th, the 14T of Brooke Tatnall at 17.183. 28th, the 1E of Ian Matson at 17.207. 29th, the 35 of Skylar Prohaska at 17.214. 30th, the 6A of Alex Vandervoort at 17.214. 31st to 98P of Miles Paulus at a 17.227. 32nd to 53 of Joe Beaver at a 17.227. 33rd to 77X of Alex Hill as a 17.237. 34th to 95 of Matt Covington at a 17.250. 35th, the 4J of Kevin Thomas as 17.332. 36th, the 87J of Jace Park as 17.342. 37th, 11M of Brendan Mullen at 17.343. 38th, quick to 35H of Zach Hampton at a 17.389. 39th was 27B of Jake Buback at 17.413. 40th was the 3Z of Dusty Zomer at 422. 41st was Landon Brenton the 10 at a 17.497. 42nd was the 75 AU Tyler Blank at 17.509. 43rd, the 83 of Austin Miller at 17.533. 44th was the 87X of Sean Evans at 17.656. 45th, the 4CW Chris Wyndham at 17.675. 46th quick, the B29 of JJ Beaver at a 17.701. 47th, the 14M of Jordan Mallett at a 17.809. 48th quick was Aiden Zoot in the 14 at an 18.073. 49th, the 41D of Dan Henning at an 18.374. And 50th and final car to lock in the heat races was the 938 of Bradley Fazard at an 18.407. 51st was the 4H of Cody Hansen at a 18.779. 52nd was the 17N of Ben Woods at 19.025. 53rd was Gray Anderson in the 5D, no time. And 54th, the 1A of John Anderson with no time. Heat race 1 went to Davey Heskin. Second to Casey Kane. Third to Garrett Williamson. Fourth and final transfer Ron Giles. They were followed by 5th, Justin Sanders. 6th, Cy Lynch. 7th, Chase Park. 8th, Miles Paulus. 9th, Landon Brent. And 10th, JJ Beaver. Heat race 2 went to Brooke Tatnall. Second, Brady Bacon. Third, Clint Gardner. Fourth and final transfer, Kerry Matson. They were followed by 5th, Joe Beaver. 6th, Sam Henderson. 7th, Tyler Blank. 8th, Colin Moyle. 9th, Jordan Mallett. And 10th, Brandon Mullen. Heat race number 3 went to Parker Price Miller. Second, Brian Brown. Third, Carson McCarl. Fourth and final transfer, Anthony Macri. They're followed by 5th, Ian Matson. 6th, Lynn Jeffrey. 7th, Zach Hampton. 8th, Austin Miller. 9th, Aiden Zoo. And 10th, Alex Hill. Heat race 4 went to Zeb Weiss. Second, Skylar Praska. Third, Wayne Johnson. Fourth and final transfer, Terry McCarl. Followed by 5th, Jake Buback. 6th, Christopher Throm. 7th, Ryan Turner. 8th, Matt Covington. 9th, Sean Evans. And 10th, Dan Henning. In heat race number 5 went to Shane Golovic. Second, Alex Vandervoort. Third, Darren Pittman. Fourth and final transfer, Harley White. Followed by 5th, Kevin Thomas. 6th, Cam Martin. 7th, Dusty Zomer. 8th, Sawyer Phillips. 9th, Bradley Fazard. And credited with 10th that did not start was Chris Wyndham. The C main, your winner was Alex Hill. Second, Sean Evans. Third, Jordan Mallett. Fourth and final transfer, Landon Britt. They're followed by fifth, Brendan Mullins. Sixth, J.J. Beaver. Seventh, Dan Henning. Eighth, Bradley Fazard. Ninth, Ben Woods. 10th, Aiden Zoot. Did not start in 11th, Chris Wyndham. 12th, Cody Hansen. 13th, Greg Anderson. And 14th, John Anderson. In the B main, your winner was Justin Sanders. Second, Sawyer Phillips. Third, Linton Jeffrey. Fourth, Cam Martin was the fourth and final transfer. Fifth was Ian Matson. Sixth, Colin Moyle. Seventh, Cy Lynch. Eighth, Joe Beaver. Ninth, Matt Covington. 10th, Christopher Thrum. 11th, Jake Buback. 12th, Brian Turner. 13th, Miles Paulus. 14th, Dusty Zomer. 15th, Jay Sparks. 16th, Sam Henderson. 17th, Zach Hampton. 18th, Landon Britt. 19th, Kevin Thomas. 20th, Alex Hill. 21st, Sean Evans. 22nd, Austin Miller. 23rd, Jordan Mallett. And 24th, Tyler Blank. In the feature, your winner was Parker Price Miller. Second, Brian Brown. Third, Zeb Wise. Fourth, Terry McCarl. Fifth, Garrett Williamson. Sixth, Davey Heskin. And he would be the hard charger as he went from 14th to 6th. Seventh, Ryan Giles. Eighth, Anthony McElry. Ninth, Darren Piven. 10th, Casey Kane. 11th, Scott Nebraska. 12th, Brady Bacon. 13th, Kerry Matson. 14th, Wayne Johnson. 15th, Rick Tatnall. 16th, Carson McCarl. 17th was Sawyer Phillips. 18th was Harley White. 19th, Alex Vandervoort. 20th, Clint Gardner. 21st, Shane Goldberg. 22nd, Justin Sanders. 23rd, Cam Martin. And 24th, Linton Jeffrey. Price Miller led 1 through 2. Brown led 3. And Price Miller led 4 through 20. And also joining the program was the Pro Sprints. And their main was rained out. But tentatively, it might be made up the final race of the year just in case. So they had time trials, and their time trials looked like this. Picking up the quick time in the 99, Matthew Seltzer at 17:5:11. Second is Matt Allen in the 17 at 17:5:97. Third was Chase Young in the 26 at 17:7:00. Fourth, the two Casey Frederickson at a 17:879. Fifth was the 8J of AJ Johnson at 17:931. Sixth was the 41 of Jeff Wilkie at an 18:103. Seventh, the 71 of Brandon Worthington at an 18:130. Eighth was the 8 of William Klein at an 18:240. Ninth, 24, Kate Higday at an 18:277. 10th was the 55 of Toby Mosier at an 18:284. 11th, the 14J of Mike Johnson at an 18:304. 12th, 11P of Ryan Nevertall at a 18:412. 13th was the 0 Mike Mayberry with no time. 14th, the 02 has the Josh Jones, no time. 15th, the 3TJ Joel Thorpe with no time. In the heat races, your winner was Kate Higday in heat race 1. Brandon Worthington second, Matthew Seltzer third, fourth, AJ Johnson, fifth, Chase Young, sixth, Mike Mayberry, seventh, Mike Johnson, and eighth, Joel Thorpe. In heat race number 2, went to Toby Moser, second, Casey Ferguson, third, Ryan Nevital, fourth, to Matt Allen, fifth, Jeff Wilkie, sixth, William Klein, and seventh, Josh Jones. So overall points we'll give you now. Aaron Reitzel's the high point man with 486. Second is Brian Brown with 481. Third was Parker Price Miller at 476. Fourth was Garrett Williamson at 476. Fifth, the Kobe Watt at 474. 6th, Ryan Timms at 472. 7th, Caleb Johnson at 472. 8th is Zeb Wise at 470. 9th is Terry McCarl at 469. 10th is Tanner Holmes at 469. 11th is Jason Martin at 466. 12th is Kerry Madsen at 465. 13th is Jamie Ball at 463. 14th is Wayne Johnson at 462. 15th, Sam Haferteeth at 460. 16th is Kobe Copeland at 459. 17th is Chase Randall at 451. 18th at 450 is Davey Heskin. Darren Pittman at 450 is 19th. 20th, Ryan Giles at 449. 21st is Justin Sanders at 446. 22nd, Anthony Macri at 443. 23rd is Brady Bacon at 443. 24th, Austin McCarl at 442. 25th, Ryan Levitt at 442. 26th, the three-peat Sawyer Phillips at 439. 27th, Rico Abreu at 438. 28th, Linton Jeffrey at 435. 29th, Clint Gardner at 434. 30th, Cade Higday at 434. 31st, Justin Peck at 433. 32nd, the one in Brendan Crouch at 432. 33rd is Casey Kane at 429. Cade Morton, it's 34th at 425. 35th is Tasker Phillips at 424. 26th or 36th is Cam Martin at 423. 37th, Shane Golvick at 422. Skylar Verhaska's 38th at 421. 39th is Brooks Hatnell at 420. 40th is Carson McCarl at 420. 41st is Justin Henderson at 419. 42nd is Chris Martin at 417. Tanner Carrick is 43rd at 411. With 410 and 44th was Tyler Grindike. 45th at 409 is Harley White. 46th, Colin Moyle at 407. 47th, Alexander Ward at 403. Tony Ross was 48th at 403. 49th was Cy Lynch at 403. 50th was J.J. Hinkle at 402. 51st is Timothy Smith at 401. 52nd, Colton Hardy at 401. 53rd is Christopher Thom at 381. 54th is Ian Madsen at 376. 55th is Blake Hahn at 365. 56th, Ryan Turner at 364. 57th is Sam Henderson at 363. 58th is Joe Beaver at 362. 59th is Jack Anderson at 362. 60th is Dustin Salvage at 360. 61st is Kevin Landis at 359. 62nd is Jacob Hughes at 359. 63rd is Chance Morton at 358. 64th is Matt Covington at 347. 65th, JP Imperial at 347. 66, Miles Paulus at 345. 67, Jake Bubeck at 342. 68th, Ryan Roberts at 339. Jace Park is 69th at 334. 70th is Kevin Thomas at 334. 71st, Sammy Swindell at 332. 72nd is Ayrton Jenton at 331. 73rd is Dusty Zomer at 328. 74th is Kelly Miller at 327. 75th, Zach Hampton at 326. 76th, Cody Ledger at 326. 77th is Alex Hill at 321. 78th, Liam Martin at 320. 79th is Brandon Anderson at 317. 80th, Landon Brett at 312. 81st is Alan Zoot at 308. 82nd is Tyler Brink at 304. 83rd is Austin Miller at 303. 84th is Howard Moore at 302. 85th is Kyler Johnson at 301. Sean Evans was 86th at 300. 87th is Brandon Mullen at 293. 88th was Jordan Mallett at 290. Christopher Townsend at 89th at 286. Tuesday Calderwood is 90th at 285. 91st is Gage Polsterbeck at 284. 92nd is Cody Island at 274. 93rd is JJ Beaver at 273. 94th at 265 is Dan Henning. 95th is Aaron Warner at 265. 96th is Chris Wyndham at 265. 97th, Bradley Fazard at 264. 98th, Aiden Zoot at 264. 90th, Tyler Graves at 263. 100th is Ben Woods at 229. Cody Hansen is 101 is 101st at 228. 102nd is Gray Anderson at 216. And 103rd is John Anderson at 209 and scored 104th. Scott Bugiski with 0 points. Lineups for tonight scheduled subject to change depending on cars. Will always have from the D to the A always will be 24 cars. We'll start with the E main first. Row 1 will be the 33 of Alan Zoot and the 75 AU of Tyler Blank. Row 2, the 83 of Austin Miller and the 3 of Howard Moore. Row 3 will be Kyler Johnson and the 45X and the 87X of Sean Evans. Row 4 will be the 11M of Brandon Mullen and the 14M of Jordan Mallett. Row 5, the 6T of Christopher Townsend and the 4C of Tuesday Calderwood. Row 6 will be the G5 of Gage Polsterbeck and the Cody Island in the 105. Your 7th row will be the B29 of JJ Beaver and the 41D of Dan Henning. Row 8 will be the 22W of Aaron Warner and the 4CW of Chris Wyndham. Your 9th row will be the 938 of Bradley Fazard and the 14 of Aiden Zoo. Row 10, the T4 Tyler Graves and the 17 of Ben Woods. Row 11 will be the 4H of Cody Hansen and the 5D of Gray Anderson And row 12 will be the 1A John Anderson and the 84 Scott Boguski. D main, row 1 will be the 70 Calvin Landis and the 8H Jacob Hughes. Row 2 will be the 7M Chance Morton and the 95 Matt Cummington. Row 3 will be the 75X JP Imperial and the 98P of Miles Paulus. Row 4 will be the 27B of Jake Buback and the 18 of Ryan Roberts. Row 5, the 88J of Jace Park and the 4J of Kevin Thomas. Row 6 will be the 01 of Slam and Sammy Soldell and the 11X of Ayrton Jennington. Row number 7 will be the 3J of Dusty Zomer and the 2 Junior Kelly Miller. Row 8, the 35H of Zach Campton and the 35L of Cody Ledger. Row 9, the 77X of Alex Hill and the 9M of Liam Martin. Row 10, the 55B of Brandon Anderson and the 10 of Landon Britt, and then your 4 transfer cars from the main. C main. Row 1, the 83H of Justin Henderson and the 44 Chris Martin. Row 2, the 83T of Tanner Carrick and the 17 of Tyler Grindike. Row 3, the 11N of Harley White, the 5M of Colin Moyle. Row 4 would be the 6A of Alex Vandervoort and the 99 Tony Ross. Row 5, the 42 of Cy Lynch, the 50 YR JJ Hinkle. Row 6, the 86 of Timothy Smith and the 41 of Colton Hardy. Your 7th row will be the 24T of Christopher Throm and the 1E of Ian Matson. The 8th row, the 52 Blake Hahn and the 15 of Ryan Turner. Row 9, then the 83 Junior Sam Henderson and the 53 Joe Beaver. Row 10, the 7A Jack Anderson and the 6 of Dustin Salvage. And your D main transfer cars, the top 4. For the B main, row 1, the 39M of Anthony Macri, the 7BC, reverse that, 39M of Justin Sanders and the 7BC of Anthony Macri. Row 2, the 21H of Brady Bacon and the 88 of Austin McCarl. Row 3, the 22 of Ryan Levitt and the 3P Sawyer Phillips. Row 4, 24 of Rico Abreu, the 2 of Linton Jeffrey. Row 5, the 40 of Clint Gardner and 24H Kate Higday. The 6th row will be the 20 of Justin Peck and the 1 Brendan Crouch. Row 7, the 19 of Casey Kane and the 8 of Cade Morton. Row 8, the 7 Taz of Tasker Phillips, the 4 of Cam Martin. Row 9, the 17W Shane Goldvick, 35 Skylar Prohaska. Row 10, the 14T Brooke Tatnell and the 27 of Carson McCarl. And then your C main transfers. And the big A main, row 1, the 8 of Aaron Reitzel, the 21 Brian Brown. Row 2, the 9P of Parker Price Miller and the 24W Garrett Williamson. Row 3, the 1K of Kobe Watt and the 5T of Ryan Timms. Row 4, 22K Caleb Johnson and the 26 is M Wise. Row 5, 24 Terry McCarl and the 18T Tanner Holmes. Row 6, 36 Jason Martin and the 55 Kerry Matson. Row 7, the 4W Jamie Ball and the 2C Wayne Johnson. Row 8, 15H of Sam Haferteeth and the 68 Kobe Copeland. Row 9, the 9 Chase Randall and the 2M Davey Heskin. Row 10 will be the 5 Darren Pittman and the 9G of Ryan Giles, and then your B main transfers. We'll be back tomorrow with the recap from tonight, and plus a quick preview of the Capitate Classic. Thanks for listening. This has been another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast with Marshall Hain. Follow us on Twitter at Dirt_Podcast or on Facebook at the Dirt Racing Podcast.